Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brooklyn Prepper. I'm back from vacation. I had a great time with the family, and we went up into the mountains, kayaking, dirt bike riding, quad riding, fishing, you name it, we were doing. But it's sad to be back, but I'm happy to be back now because I could start with my YouTube prepping channel again. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to start doing a lot of prepping videos again, and especially geared towards the newcomers, you know, that are just getting into prepping. I'm not going to teach you how to kill your neighbor. Alright, so let's get this thing straight on my channel. You're not going to learn how to kill your neighbor here, and you're not going to learn how to plant landmines in your backyard. Alright, it's going to be a legit thing, how to prepare yourself and how to be safe and how to feed your family in times of disaster. Right? I'm not going to get into all that. That's the new thing going around now, is civil war, you know. Can you imagine that, going to another civil war? But that's a lot. I came home and watched a bunch of videos, and a lot of people are talking about civil war now. Fear, 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 fear. What else is new? Fear sells. Right? So you guys selling the fear? Come on. Alright, anyway, I'm back, and here's a pesto video to warm you guys up for my videos to come. Hey everybody, this is Brooklyn Prepper. Tonight, me and my wife, actually my wife, she's the boss of the pesto sauce. We were making some pesto sauce tonight, and I told my wife, hey, let's we'll share the recipe with you guys out there. Alright, so let's get started here. Like, she just made a batch already, so we made some of these things. This is good for a half a pound of pasta. Right? This recipe is going to be enough to make 2 pounds of pasta. If you don't want to make that much, cut it in half or cut it into a quarter, whatever you want to do. But we usually make a lot because my wife, not only we have it on pasta, we like it on pizza too. My wife makes fresh homemade pizza, and we put the pesto sauce on it, the fresh mozzarella. Oh, this is not about pizza. This is about pesto sauce. All right, so let's get started here. This is what you got going on here. You got 4 cups of fresh basil. We get the basil from the farmer down the road, and I'm telling you, he has the best basil around. Over here, see some more over here. We're going to be making a ton of pesto sauce tonight. All right, but there you go. 4 cups of basil you want to start off with. Right? And now next you're going to have garlic. We all need garlic. You could go 5 cloves to 6 cloves. Whatever, if you like. You put 7 cloves if you like more garlic. But we usually put like 5 to 6 cloves in there. Okay, we got the garlic. Now, the next ingredient here is the pine nuts. Very important. Pesto sauce can't be pesto sauce without pine nuts. Alright, so as far as the pine nuts, we use 6 tablespoons full. So that's 6 tablespoons of pine nuts. Next on line here is olive oil. You want 1 cup of olive oil. Hold on, let me show you. Where's my olive oil? There it is. That's the olive oil you want to use. Get some good olive oil, right? Listen, if you're making pesto sauce, the better the ingredients, the tastier it is, okay? So you here, go get yourself down in the supermarket, get some olive oil, and there you go. Alright, so the olive oil is done. The next most important part, what I think, is the Parmesan cheese, right? If you're going to use cheap Parmesan cheese, don't even bother, right? Go down to your local deli or your grocery store. If they got some good imported Parmesan cheese, that's the Parmesan cheese you want to use, not that Kraft and all that phony stuff. This is Pasto's. This is the place near my house. We get it. They make great Parmesan cheese there. And if you wanted to, you could go to their website. I think it's pastoses.com, and you can actually order this stuff online from them. But to me, one of the main ingredients, and really important, is using fresh ingredients. And this is, you want to use good Parmesan cheese, not that crummy stuff. All right, so I think I got all the ingredients, all right? Forgot to say how much Parmesan cheese goes in. How do you live with yourself? You're trying to make a video and tell people how to make pesto sauce, and you forgot to tell them how much Parmesan goes in? Why are you being so hard on me? It's 1 cup. It's 1 cup, okay? It's 1 cup. the ingredients, all right? Oh, and salt and pepper. You can add salt and pepper to your taste. You know, we put a little salt, a little pepper to our taste, right? So you really want to fool around with it, right? Like I said, this makes enough for 2 pounds of pasta. I'm going to put it all in the Vitamix. If you guys don't know what a Vitamix is, it's a fancy blender. It's a really high-speed blender where we mix everything together, and you get your pesto sauce. All right, so I'll be right back, and we'll show you mixing it up. All right, guys, this is a Vitamix blender. All right, we love this thing because I mix everything, my juices in here, and every morning when I wake up, I might have showed you in other videos, you know, I put all my fruits and my vegetables, I make myself a nice drink, and I get a powerhouse of a drink. If you want a Vitamix, look into it, but you don't have to have a Vitamix to do this. You could just use whatever high-speed blender you have. All right, so it's real simple. Pesto sauce is such a simple thing to make, right? But the end result is great. It's just, I love it, you know, and if you never had pesto sauce before, try to make it, put it on some pasta. You're going to be like, wow, this is great. All right, so what you're going to do is you're just going to add everything all together into your blender. Right? I put my pesto, my basil right in there. I don't want to waste any of that basil. I put the basil, and I got my Parmesan cheese that's going in. Right? I got my pine nuts. Right? My garlic, right, and I got like less than a teaspoon of salt I throw in there. I don't like things too salty. You always can add salt later on. I always see people, I go to restaurants, you see these people, they order a meal, right? They didn't even taste their meal yet, and they're putting all salt and pepper on it. Taste the food first before you put the salt on it, right? Or am I crazy? Anyway, here we go. And then you get your good oil. Put all your oil in there. Right, and what I'm going to do with this mixer comes with the attachment that you could push the stuff down without touching the blades. I'm going to put it on there, and we're going to start blending and mixing. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you guys with this whole process, but you get the idea, right? Alright guys, there you go. That's the consistency you want. Right? You gotta remember, pesto sauce, once you start putting it on your pasta, it does go a long way. Alright, so don't overdo it with the pesto on your pasta. Alright guys, there you go. I'll show you a nice little dish in a minute. There you go guys, the finished product. Alright? From the blender to the plate. Manja. Alright guys, live for today, prep for tomorrow. I see you guys next time. Leave me a comment if you guys try this pesto recipe out. Let me know how it came out. Alright, God bless everybody. Take care.